Hi, I'm Les Jensen. I want to talk to you about your personal power and your karma. And how I'm going to relate to that is through this thing right here. This is a spectrum analyzer. As we'll see in a minute, this displays RF energy in the environment when it can see it. What we'll see is peaks coming up, and the height of the peak determines how much power is involved in that peak. I've worked with these things for decades to measure power directly and frequency and purity. And then about halfway through my life, my soul taught me about karma as power. We all have more power to discover about ourselves. And when we understand that principle, and then can discipline ourselves enough to do something about it, that's when we literally change the karmic propensity or momentum of our life. So let's take a look. If you think about yourself right now, I'm aware of myself. I have a job, a place to live, friends, things you prefer. And that's all in your conscious mind. It's all stuff you're aware of. And that's fine. And that would be indicated by what we see here, where there's nothing standing out that we're not aware of. This is how our ego thinks we see the world. This is how our ego thinks it knows what's going on. And as I found out about midway through my life, there's a whole different story going on when it comes to karma and power. And for myself, I discovered that with the emotion of anger. Turns out I had an immense amount of anger in my subconscious. In my subconscious, I wasn't aware of it, yet there was a substantial amount of power there. So, getting back to our analogy, if this is our ego, what our ego perceives, I'm going to give this a signal so it can read the RF in the environment, and we'll see what's going on in this space that we're not aware of. We're going to see radio waves in this space right here that we're not aware of. I can't see them. I don't know if they're there or not. I can't detect them. And my career has been generating them, measuring it. So let's look at what our karmic energetic body might look like. If I had a machine like this that could show me that unresolved anger inside of me, then I could have a completely different attitude about what is it I can do about myself to change my karmic disposition, right? What can I do with myself to change my karmic momentum or my karmic tendencies? So let's couple some energy in, and I'm not going to wear, let's see what happens here. I don't have my glasses. And now look, I've got all this energy that's in the air being shown to me by this device. Every one of these peaks here is a specific frequency, and the amplitude of the peak denotes how much power is involved with that. So if I think about my karmic imprinting right now in this moment, I could very much think of it this way. My most prominent might be unresolved anger. My next prominent might be resentfulness, self-doubt, guilt, shame. All the emotions would show up here, and archetypal posturing would show up here. And again, these would indicate energetic aspects of myself in my own subconscious that we're projecting, and the law of attraction would bring to me teachers to reflect unresolved aspects of the energy within my own karmic disposition, or the collage of karmic energy within my own persona. So I created New Human Living as a platform to teach people about this karmic imprinting within their own personal energy persona, through the language of energy. Using the language of energy. Because that's what I'm used to working with. Measuring it, quantifying it, generating it, filtering it, all those things. So go to newhumanliving.com. A great place to start is Personal Power Fundamentals book. It's an ebook that's online there. Get yourself a copy and start reading through the material. And that book describes how we add energy and how we can remove energy from our own karmic disposition, our own karmic collage, the vibe that people get from us. I'm so glad you chose to join us today. I'm Les Jensen. Until next time, thanks for listening.